Hey, what's happening, Meek Planet? This is LJ, and thank you for landing. I was working on another video today. I was going to start my first series on survival consciousness, and while doing so, I decided to take a quick run to the store. I bumped into an old acquaintance, and we got into a conversation, and he told me that his brother, which was a friend of mine back in ninth and 10th grade, we both used to cut hair, and we used to compete cutting hair. But around that time, I think he started suffering from some type of mental illness. Anyway, he was murdered on Monday. And this, though not exactly what I was going to discuss as far as how survival consciousness works, this is an example of people who are in animal consciousness and see you as an obstacle.
Listen.
So, what you're looking at right now, Meek Planet, this is the police going through the crime scene or up there investigating the crime. Now, as I said, I did know Anthony back in ninth and 10th grade. And it was at that time that Anthony started to, experience signs of schizophrenia. But as I said, it could have been, I don't know if I said this before, but I believe it could have been something that happened to him, because he used to like hang out with some cats that used to do some grimy type things. But this was like when we were young, and grimy at that point could have been like stealing out somebody's mailbox. But anyways, but something happened to him around that time. I wasn't there, so I really can't say, and I wouldn't want to say anything that's not true. So I can't say that that's a fact. However, I ran into his brother, and his brother said that these two guys were trying to rob him of his backpack. Keep in mind, Anthony was basically homeless, and he's been that way since a teen. I used to see him around at grocery stores and gas stations, like talking really loud to himself. Sometimes I would say, "Hey, what's going on, Ant?" And it would seem like he would snap out of it and just like be regular. But as soon as I walked back off, he would start right back talking to himself like that never happened. Anyway, rest in peace, Anthony. I hate that this happened to you, man. With that being said, guys, we got to do better, but we can't do better based on any of these social constructs. Like, I don't want most people say, "Hey, those people are doing that because they don't have money, they don't have opportunities. They this color, they that color, they this race, they this gender." Look, that has nothing to do with how humans treat humans. The difference between a human and an animal is an animal survives by instinct. But if you make a human constantly stay in the survival state of consciousness mentally, then the stress, the constant worry, it never allows them to fully get away from the survival instincts. We're all born in survival. We're born surviving until our family gives us food, water, and shelter, which allows us to become human. Animal, every day they wake up, the only thing they think of, their instincts drives them to eat and find food. I know it's pitiful, but it's the truth. More than half of the world lives this way. This is why you see people do things you couldn't even fathom. But everybody is not equal. Everybody is different. And instead of being separated by those things society made up, we're actually separated by how we view the world, how we see ourselves, and how we have empathy and see others in the world around us. Now, it's a lot deeper than that, but as I said, I'm going to do this on a level where everybody can understand it easily. If you want to go read more about consciousness and all the 7 levels, please do so. And please share the message or let them subscribe to this channel, because what we're going to do is we're going to save our youth. You don't have to be controlled, because that's what everybody is fighting. Control. It's me. It's all about me. They don't want any type of structure. You know what I mean? So I don't put down anyone's religion or anyone's belief. That's not what this channel was about. This channel was about being conscious and respectful and having a sense of standards to how you treat your fellow human being. Now, I'm not just doing this for Anthony, but this one is for you, Anthony. I'll go ahead and read the story. Man charged with murder in a golf club killing in Southwest Houston. Man. Authorities have charged 53-year-old man with murder in the death of a man struck several times with a golf club in Southwest Houston, police said. Patrick McCarthy was arrested Monday shortly after police investigated a report of a person down in the 2600 block of Alameda Plaza. A court document charging McCarthy with the murder identified the person slain as Anthony Wayne Jackson. When Houston police officers, as well as Houston fire paramedics, arrived at that location around 11 a.m., a person was dead in a field. One potential suspect had come back to the site, and when police were still there, a second possible suspect was at a patrol station turning himself in, according to police. Online court records state that McCarthy is homeless and show him having a history of charges from 1980s onward. His criminal background includes felony convictions of burglary, habituation, and escape, according to the charging documents. No, I'm sorry, it says convictions of burglary of an habitation. Sorry about that. But police asked those who have more information about the case to call homicide. Now, sadly, I don't know enough about the case to be calling homicide. And I doubt if this is something that they need a lot more evidence on, since the both characters were caught. And they didn't have, it's not like they had a home. Like, this is people fighting for survival, which is what I said. You put a person in that survival state of consciousness, and there's no telling what they would do. And this is not just about money, because money is not the only thing that'll put you in a survival state of consciousness. There are various things and a variety of things, a menagerie of things, if I've given you enough words to explain that will put you in that state. And until next time, we are the meek. If you're looking for the meek,
well, look no further, fella. You found me.
just kidding. See you next time.